beautifuls, welcome to your reading. So in today's reading we will be discovering what do people think when you enter the room. So here we have 4 different piles. So this one is group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4, and I will go ahead and put the timestamps down below and you guys can go there and I will see you in your reading. Hello beautifuls, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and release. Okay, if you want to just go ahead and relax your shoulders, relax your arms, unclench your jaw, and just be open for this reading. So guys, what I'm sensing right from the start, when you walk into a room, there is a mystical presence of moon energy. Moon energy is healing, it's intuitive, and it's the mother. Okay, so you have a very motherly presence, and there's also a very mysterious energy that I'm sensing from you. The moon captivates people. The moon makes people stop and stare, and they love every phase and every cycle that the moon is in, but here it's representing the full moon. So when we have a full moon, everybody's stopping, everybody's staring, everybody's going outside or Googling, like, what does this moon mean? So you have a lot of people that are really staring at you and paying attention to you. And the moon is very bright. When it is a full moon, it is lighting up the sky, it's lighting up the world. And also they say, I believe they say this, I'm not exactly sure, but I know I've heard it somewhere, that like crime rates and like you know, crazy things sometimes can happen when the moon is out. It kind of brings like this wildness out of people. So I feel like you have a very special energy that makes people a little bit more wild or more excited or more curious about you. And cats are very curious energies, right? They're always wanting to check things out. And cat energy is very light and it prances, so people really notice your body language as well. So let's go ahead and get some astrological influence on group number 1. Oh wow, this is crazy. We have Leo. We have Leo. We have the 5th house of Leo. We have the North Node. And we have the 7th house. Okay, so when you're walking into a room, there is an undeniable energy of you being the star. So Leo energy, something very fascinating is when we're getting into astrology, we're learning the degrees, we're going even deeper into it. I believe it's 5, 17, and 28 are degrees. Oh, you might want to check this out in your chart, guys. But those are known degrees. I haven't done a ton of research in this, but I've done a little bit. But they are degrees of fame. They are degrees of also, like, you know, just success and getting so much attention. And so with all of this Leo energy coming out, it's really telling me that you are a celebrity. And what happens when celebrities go out in public, they get so much attention and every head is turning. And sorry guys, I'm a little shaky because I had so many cups of coffee today, so don't mind me. But when a celebrity walks into the room, everybody like wants to take a picture with them. And what happens too when you're walking into a room, people are really noticing your hair. Leo rules the hair, and Leo also rules the heart. So they're sensing that you have a very big heart. You have a very you have a healing energy where it feels like it heals the inner child. And it also feels like when you're going into the room that, I don't know guys, I'm getting like this weird message. I'm trying to line this up, that you have really nice breasts, and that's something that people notice when you're walking to a room. It feels like you feel fit. It feels like there is like a heat radiating off of you and radiating off of this reading. So you have a powerful force. This is interesting too because we have 50 and that's 5 and that's the 5th house of Leo too. So there's a royalty, and this is purple. and purple is a royal color. So you are very royal. And so we have the North Node. The North Node is where we are going in life. And wherever that is in your chart is showing the main focus. Like, we've mastered our South Node, we've learned our lessons, and so now we want to go where our soul is calling us. And it feels like when you're walking into a room, they're really thinking that you have like a leader type of energy, or it feels like they need to follow you where you go. With the 5th house coming out, the 5th house is a very happy house in the astrology, and having like pretty much any planets in there do really well. And it's full of creativity, happiness. It feels like almost like the cheerleader or something of the planet, like the houses. I love that house so much, and it's a house that you don't want to leave. It really delights whatever planets are the cusp that is on that house. And so it really feels like people feel very delighted in your energy. Also, with all this Leo is very youthful. So you look very young for your age. Okay, and then we have the 7th house. The 7th house is love, relationships, marriage. It's ruled by Libra. It's very Venetian and beautiful. So people are sensing right from the start, in the beginning, that you are very physically attractive. Okay, you're very, very good looking, and they're noticing your outfit. Okay, they're noticing your aesthetics when you're walking into a room. So let's go ahead and get some more energy. Okay, so we have the 4 of Cups. We have the High Priestess. It's really cool. We have the 7 of Swords. Whoa, guys, you are so interesting to me. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so what a fascinating reading we have. So with the 4 of Cups, you're giving off the energy. Even if you maybe don't feel like you are, this is what they're thinking. They're thinking you're giving off the vibe like, nah, I'm good. It almost just feels like you're too good, or you're too royal, or you're just on this platform of success, and people are trying to offer you their cup. People are trying to offer you their attention, and it feels like you have like some like sexy hidden moon goddess confidence that you feel good within yourself. It doesn't feel like you're coming off of as rude or anything like that, but it does feel like you are a little bit hard to get, we could say. And then we have the High Priestess. So what is so fascinating about the High Priestess is it is a card of wisdom, that each one of our wisdom within ourselves is different from someone else. And let's say you and I were in the same room and you asked a question to, with the cards, and you pulled the High Priestess. I don't know what you're thinking, because you have your own unique energy and your own unique aura, and I feel like the High Priestess is a hidden part of ourselves that we don't reveal to everybody. It's a very mysterious card. So I can really sense that you have a very mysterious energy, and you're very, very intuitive, and it feels like when you're walking into a room, they can notice your intuitive abilities. And I feel very relaxed in your presence. I feel like I could be tapping into some Tauruses here that are in this reading. I'm feeling a very sensual energy, sensual vibe. And I'm also, with this 7 of Swords, the 7 of Swords is a little bit sneaky, but it's also can be, a way that you can use banter. It can be a flirting in a weird way. And it's, it's mischievous. And so people are sensing that you almost have a mischievous, sexy energy about you. And it feels like you're able to manipulate the energy. And because you are so intuitive, and because you are a moon goddess, you can come in and it feels like almost people feel like, okay, you're able to talk people into whatever you're selling or whatever you have going on. Very interesting. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. So what I'm sensing it feels like if they're feeling sad, if they're feeling hopeless, if they feel like they just got fired from their job, right, and they're stuck out in the cold and their health isn't good, it really feels like you have a healing part. And I'm actually sensing there's a little bit of jealousy that some people feel when you are walking into a room. Not everybody will feel jealous, but I do feel like there is a little bit of jealousy. But let's go ahead and get some more energy here on what they think when you enter the room. Okay, so we have revelry and indulgence. So that is devil energy coming out. And then we have the key. Locked doors can now be open. We have water. So where are my Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancers at? And then we have your secrets are safe. Okay, so starting with the devil energy, it kind of feels like there is a sexiness radiating from you. It feels like there's a sexual energy you possess. It feels like there's a heat, a passion, and almost like an addictive kind of energy that they're thinking when they see you and they feel you. It really feels like people want to tap into your aura, into your vibe. What I'm going to do is I want to pull one card. Why do they feel the devil so strongly with that first card coming out? What is it? I get one channeled message. Okay, we have protective. Okay, so it feels like if you are feminine watching this, it feels like you must have some type of sweet, soft presence and higher level royalty that when you're walking into a room, they feel protective over you, okay? So you may have men thinking like, ooh, I want to protect this person. Maybe some of you guys, when you're going out into the public, you have children, or you're walking your dog, or it's just your energy of like looking young and like looking very pure and very sweet. And it feels like people want to protect you, okay? It's very interesting. And then we have the key. Locked doors can now be open. Guys, I'm getting this strong sense all of a sudden of like thirst. Like people are thirsty for your energy when you're walking into a room. It's very interesting. You guys are very interesting to me. Okay, so we have the key. Locked doors can now be open. So you're walking into a room. They're thinking this. They're wanting to walk in and they're wanting to, or when you walk in, they want to unlock this door of you, of this moon goddess, this high priestess, this, you know, secrets are safe, this very special, interesting person that holds like the wisdom of the universe. And so people can sense this. You have a very special aura, special radiance around you. It's very royal. And so people, they feel protective. They feel a little bit strong. They feel very, very strong about you, okay? These are very strong feelings they have. It's very interesting. I know I keep saying that, but you could also just look interesting. And a lot of models have a very interesting look about them, okay? It's very, I'm like, okay, so, okay, I have to focus because I'm getting kind of so tapped into you. I'm getting an energy of like a lake or an ocean or water, literally water. It feels like there's a softness, a smoothness, and a dreaminess to your energy. It's very interesting. We have emotions are at their peak. So when people do see you, their thinking gets emotional, it gets kind of fiery, and it also gets watery. It feels like scorpionic, you know, it does. It just, people want to see you, group number one. They want to see more of you. They're getting a little view of you and they want to see more of you. I feel like a lot of you guys wear your hair down and they want you to push your hair up and kind of get it out of your face because they want to see like how pretty you are. You have beautiful eyes, group number one. They're really feeling your eyes and they're really noticing that when you walk into a room. And then we have your secrets are safe. So there's an an aura about you that is very secretive, okay? Very hypnotic, very interesting. I'm sensing a lot of Neptune energy, a Plutonic energy here. And with your secrets are safe, sometimes, you know, when someone is protecting you, what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep you a secret, right? And so it feels like you just have an aura about you that is so mystical, and it's almost angelic or from other realms, that it really brings out strong emotions from the masculine. And if you are a guy watching this, it could just really feel like there's something really safe about you guys. It feels like if something bad happened, like us as like women and feminines, like we could come to you. And it also feels like there's this strong connection with children, that children feel safe around you. Okay, so we have prettiest teeth and smile. So people really notice your smile when you're walking into a room. You have very beautiful teeth. They don't have to be exactly perfect or anything like that, but you have beautiful smile, beautiful teeth, pretty lips. That part of your face is very pretty. So we have working out. So some of you guys may like to work out, and they can notice that and really notice that about you when you're walking into a room. Or it could just feel like you have a naturally like just good physique where it looks like you work out. Okay, we have these initials coming out, so you may connect with some of these initials, or there may be someone that is sparking into your mind that has these initials. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put I was just gonna say I want to post. There's something about almost like wanting to take a picture of you, like feeling like to be in your presence, kind of capture it. Like, will I see this person again? Maybe I won't. It's very interesting. Let's get one more card to wrap it up. So we have invisible. So there's a very interesting energy here of things that are hidden, things that are secretive, things that we are not able to see. And it could also feel like maybe you feel like when you walk into a room, you're watching this reading because you can really sense that people are watching you. And maybe it just feels like sometimes like you don't want to have the eyes on you. Or maybe this is just a message you truly need to hear. Guys, you are not invisible. You guys are beautiful. You have a radiant energy, and you just need to trust this, okay? And allow yourself to shine fully. Okay, guys, I hope that connected with you. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing. I have 18+ down below if that's something you're into. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and release. Okay, if you want to relax your shoulders, relax your arms, unclench your jaw, and just be open for this reading. So what I was really sensing with you is that there's this interesting energy of not being able to figure you out. And it's interesting because we have a message, and as soon as I started doing your reading, my throat is getting kind of like a little bit, you know, raspy. But I have my coffee here, so I've drank too much coffee. But anyway, back to you. This very interesting energy is speaking to me. It's almost like you are a messenger of the divine. And it feels like this is higher level colors of the chakras. And they're also, purple is the energy of royalty. And it feels like you're really tapped into your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. So it really feels like people actually know when you're stepping into a room that you have intuitive abilities that are completely unmatched. We have the energy of 45. When we add that together, it's 9. And 9 is an amazing old soul that is here to teach so much wisdom that we did not know. So it really feels like you have an amazing aura about you, that you're full of wisdom, and it's like full of messages and curiosity and people wanting to discover more about you. And this card fascinates me. Over here we have darkness. Over here we have light. We have water. We could have some water signs as well. And so it really feels like, what is over here in the darkness? What is over here in the light? And so there's this big emphasis of curiosity sparking people's mind and wanting to discover you and find out more about you. So let's get some astrological influence. Okay, so we have Scorpio. We have Taurus. We have the 4th house of Cancer and the 7th house of Libra. And you add those together and that's 11. That's a master number. Guys, you're walking into a room and you are a master soul that has many different depths. So remember just barely when I was talking about this darkness over here. That's Pluto, that's Scorpio. That's hypnotic, it's secretive, it's transformative. And over here we have light, that's Taurus. You know, the moon exalted in Taurus in the Venetian energy of the mother or someone that has this, being able just to fully be stable for that child, provide the food, the abundance, the soft blankets. It's, oh, we can run to a moon in Taurus. We feel safe. Obviously, we got to look at the whole chart, but you kind of get what I'm saying. You have this profound energy of having the most hypnotic and sensual energy all at the same time. So with Pluto coming out, when you're walking into a room, their thoughts are actually getting kind of sexual, okay? Their thoughts are getting addictive. They're getting almost like the devil type of energy in the tarot deck. And it feels like a thirst for you. It feels this curiosity is boiling within them of wanting to kind of learn more about you. There's this big emphasis here of, if you're a woman watching this and you are into the masculine, you drive the masculine crazy. I'm tapping into them. And if you are, you know, whatever you resonate with, like if you are a woman that likes woman or a man that likes man, it's whoever you're into. It's the opposite, right? Because in the chart, we have the 8th house and we have the 12th house, and they're opposite from each other. So it's just whatever you're connected to, whatever you like, you're pulling them in. You know, for example, Venus in Scorpio, how do they attract their mate? They lure them in. They say, you can come here. You can come into my dark world. It's not all dark, right? But there's mystery. And sometimes when we don't have the truth, that is darkness. And that's why light represents information, right? And so you are this amazing individual. I'm so into your guys' reading right now. You are this amazing individual that taps into the lightness and the darkness. And with Taurus, Taurus is sensual. Taurus is sexy. Taurus is slow moving. Taurus is slow talking. And Taurus feels so nice. Feels so comfortable to be around Taurus energy, or to listen to Taurus energy, or just to be in the vibe of that. And so you have this profound ability to just feel so good to be in your presence. We have the 4th house. The 4th house, in my opinion, is actually a secretive house. And the reason why I say that is I haven't been to your house, you haven't been to mine, and so it's almost a secret, right? Not everybody will go to your 4th house. Not everybody will go to your room. Not everybody will know about your family or your upbringing. So it could be quite mysterious, in my opinion. And also with the 4th house, it's where we grew up. It's our mother. It's our childhood memories. It's also the breasts. So I feel like people really love your breasts as well. They're very sexy, I could just tell. And with the 4th house energy, it really feels like you're very motherly, okay? So you're walking into a room, we're automatically feeling comfortable by you, feeling very soft by you. This is a very, very specific message. But I do feel like for some reason, pile number 2, there could be some Scorpio moons watching this. Okay, and then we have the 7th house. The 7th house is it's very pretty. It's luxurious. It's marriage. It's Venus. It's relationships. It's where the commitments are. And I noticed too, like, let's say someone has a sun, or they have a stellium, or they have a lot of planets, or even just one in the 7th house. I feel like they have a natural born gift to decorate. I really do. Or I've seen a lot of estheticians or cosmetologists or microbladers with the 7th house energy. And so it feels like with you, with that representing you, is that they're really thinking that you are very attractive, okay, very pretty, very aesthetically pleasing. We have the King of Cups, so lots of water energy here. We have, oh my gosh, the Queen of Pentacles, the ultimate mama, the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, wow. And the Ace of Cups. This is crazy. This is so interesting because there's a lot of like matching energy here, like, you know, aces and a king and a queen, and then we have the opposite energy of Pluto and Venus. So, and then we have a water house and an air house. So there's just like a lot of like same energy and opposite energy that you possess, and that's why people are so damn curious about you. Okay, so with this King of Cups, the King of Cups is very mature, and it really feels like the King of Cups could handle whatever is thrown at him. I feel like he's very intuitive, and he's very emotional, and he's in touch with his feelings and his intuitive power. And so it really feels like when you're walking into a room, there's like this cool confidence of, and maybe you're watching this and you're like, I don't feel confident, right? Because I know that there is an element of darkness in this reading. Darkness isn't bad. I have a lot of darkness in my astrology chart, guys. So like, I think darkness could be a good thing, but it just feels like you're able to handle darkness very well. So with the Queen of the Queen of Pentacles coming out, they're really thinking that, I don't know, I'm just smiling, and I have my hand is holding my head, and I just feel like you have a presence about you that almost feels like a hug. Like, can we hug you? Can we be around you? The children love you. Look at this little bunny. She's not even scared of you. She wants to hang out with you. And she's holding her hand so softly with that pentacle. So it feels like, you know, you're very sensual. You have a soft touch. They also notice your smell. We have a lot of flowers here. And it's a very, very bright card. So it's very interesting because we have like bright energy, but we have a lot of dark blues. So maybe some of you guys connect with water, or the color blue or purple. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. And so in my opinion, like, whenever I get this card, I'm like, that is a damn bougie card. Like, I love that card. And just something about it is when I see it, I feel like the energy is like, you smell so good. Group number 2, like, you look so good. There's this presence here too of like wanting to hold you close and wanting to hold you very delicately. I always feel that way with this Ace of Pentacles, and aces are beginning. So, and we have 2 aces here, and aces with the beginning, it's kind of like a youthful energy. So I feel like you guys also look very young when you're walking into a room. And then we have the Ace of Cups, and so yet another emotional card. 2 earthy energies here and 2 watery energies. So I feel like we're tapping into like a lot of different astrological influences on whoever chose this pile. With the Ace of Cups, I always feel like, for me, when I was learning about this card, that this dove represents purity. And so it really feels like when you're going out into the world, you're representing this card is representing you to be very pure. Okay, I feel like you're a very pure person, but it's very interesting because at the same time you have so much like interesting like sex appeal. But let's go ahead and get some more energy. So we have, you are destined to succeed. So it feels like you have a higher level of something going on that you have. It feels like you shine brighter. It feels like you are charismatic. It feels like people know that you, whether you are a successful person right now or you're going to be. You have it's going to happen for you. Okay. And then we have water. Okay, so we really could definitely have some Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancers tapping into this reading. And so emotions are at their peak. What is that telling us? It's telling us when you're walking into a room, they get more emotional. Okay, you are bringing out more more extremes in people. And then we have the Siren. A temptation may lead you astray. So there's something very tempting about you. You have the ability to get under people's skin. Okay, it feels like you have such a strong impact on them, even if you're not trying. The Siren is a natural born temptress, and she lures people in, and it feels like we want to go there with you. Okay, that's, you know, I'm kind of like talking kind of what they would say. It's just like kind of following you and kind of stuck in a hypnotic state by looking at you or being around your presence. So let's go ahead and get one more card. Oh, okay, it totally fell on the floor. Okay, so we have serendipity, bright new prospects are on the horizon. So we have a lot of butterflies here, and she's also like very angelic. So it's very interesting. These are both very mystical creatures that came out, and there's a lot of cards in this deck, guys, that don't have that. And it's just interesting that you got both of those cards. So with serendipity, it kind of feels like like a once in a lifetime type of feeling. And I feel like people think when you walk into a room like, like, will I ever see that person again? I know I've had that with people, whether I found them very attractive or I found them interesting, like they were from like another culture or different race or just like different, unique. And I just wonder like, will I see them again? So there is that curiosity, guys, that's stemming through. So we have lips are lush. So people notice your lips when you walk into a room. There's very luscious vibes. Taurus energy is very, very lustful and luscious. So if people can't stop staring, okay? So most definitely when you're walking into a room, they cannot stop staring. Why? Why can't they? Okay, sorry, this came out. I think about you when I drink. There's someone here that's trying to come into your reading. Okay, I don't know. Also, I feel like if you ever go to bars, or if you're ever like around people when they're drinking, or if you're going out and about and like someone was like catching a buzz, I feel like this type of person would not be able to stop staring because they have no chill and they have no filter. And sometimes when we're drinking, we're like not ourselves fully, right? And so we're just kind of doing whatever. Okay, so we have dark eyes. So some of you guys could have dark eyes in color, or if they're not dark in actual color, they could almost be dark in energy. They could be hypnotic, they could be sexy, they could be alluring and really pull people in. Oh my gosh, look at that. We have interesting look on the bottom. And I feel like it is like you really do have an interesting look about you. And there's so much curiosity here to know more about you. So let's go ahead and get one more card, group number 2. So we have High Priestess of Air. Okay, so we also could have some air signs that are tapping into this. I felt like my heart almost feel like just like touch very strongly. It really feels like you touch people very, very strongly, and it feels like you are born with the gift of communication and being able to be an amazing communicator and to delight people and to enchant people with your words. So guys, you are amazing. Just keep shining bright, okay? And I loved reading for you today. And if you liked it, I hope you liked the video, and you can comment if you want to. It makes me super happy when I see them. And I also have 18+ Patreon down below if that's something you're into. We get really naughty. I like cuss more, and you know, it's just not YouTube. So I love YouTube, but we can be a little bit more naughty. Okay guys, I hope to see you very soon. Bye. Hello. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome to your reading. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and release. Okay, if you just want to relax your shoulders, relax your arms, and unclench your jaw, and just be open for this reading. So, group number 3, we have number 7, High Priestess of Spirit. So can we talk about powerful, guys, straight from the beginning? I really love these colors. I love pink. It's one of my favorite colors. I would say it is my favorite color. And so I really feel like, from my point of view, it really feels like you are a favorite, and it just feels like, look at all these people in the background that are looking. It feels like you have a lot of people looking at you when you come into the room. And I know with also with amethyst crystals can also be really a favorite of people. And there's a lot of interesting like hennas, so some of you guys could have tattoos. That won't resonate for everybody, but that's just for some. Number 7 energy is very, very spiritual. It's also very lucky, right? 777 at the casino. So it really feels like you have a lucky energy. And it kind of feels like we hit the luck if we saw you. It's very interesting. Let's get some more energy. Okay, so we have Leo. We have Cancer, the sun and the moon. The 7th house of Libra and the 12th house of Pisces. Okay, so starting with Leo, Leos will stand out, Leos get attention, and Leos are the center. All of, the planets go around Leo, and Leo's a star. And you are in the center of the reading. You are the 3rd one. So it really feels like when you're walking into a room, they're thinking like, something about you get a lot of attention. Like, that's what they're thinking. Like, they're giving you attention, and they know they're giving you attention, but they also look at other people, because we have so many different people, and we know they also know that they are staring as well. So it's not just like 1 or 2 people that are staring. You have multiple people staring and talking. I keep pulling my ear. It feels like, or they want to listen to you. It kind of feels like they could probably try to get closer or want to know what you're saying or communicating about. 7th house energy is Libra, which is an air sign. So there's a lot of communication around you or surrounding you. So we have Cancer. So Cancer energy is the moon. It's very soothing. It's healing. It's the mother. In the chart, the moon is dignified in its own home of Cancer. The moon can be in any house, or but if it kind of makes its way back to its natural home of being in Cancer, it could feel really comfortable there. Obviously, we need to look at the whole chart, look at all the aspects, because it could change. But if we're just looking simply at this, it just feels like there's this natural ability for you to heal others. And what is so fascinating is you have Leo, the sun, Cancer, the moon, and we, like, people, when it's cold outside, or when people are depressed, or when people are sad, or when it's been raining a lot, when the sun finally comes out, it feels so nice, right? And when you're in the mountains, when I'm in the mountains in Utah, I love to wake up and like watch, the sunrise. And when I'm in California, it's so nice to watch the sunset. So it's kind of like, it's nice to watch you go. Like, I don't know, it's just, I'm getting the sense of like checking you out, just constantly checking you out, and having their eyes on you and watching you. And with Cancer energy, that's the moon, and the moon could be very hypnotic. There's been a lot of times where I'm looking at the moon and I can't like stop staring at it, right? And it goes through a lot of different phases and a lot of different cycles, and the moon is always changing, but in whatever cycle she's in, she's always beautiful. And so it really feels like if you go out with you know, this could also, these hennas, it could be indicating makeup. Maybe a lot of you guys like to wear makeup. It feels like if you go out with makeup, you're really pretty. If you go out without makeup, you're really pretty. You are pretty in whatever way you are going out into the world. And then we have the 7th house. So the 7th house is a really amazing house, honestly. And it actually indicates the partner. What kind of partners do we attract? It's the opposite from our ascendant. And it feels like something that happens is when you're going into a room that you actually attract a lot of people that are very opposite than you. Whether they're opposite, let's say you are kind of spiritual and like feminine dressing, and you are gonna attract kind of like country boys or something like that. It's very interesting. There's opposite energy here. You also attract like the same type of energy as well, because there's so many different faces here. But you also, it's very interesting because you attract a lot of people that are just way different than you as well. You guys are sexy, okay? I'm getting a very sexy vibe, very nice body. We have the 12th house. The 12th house is what is hidden from us. It's mystical, it's dreamy, it's foreign lands. It also rules like the feet, so you guys could be really like good dancers or have a very sexy body language as well. And it's very spiritual. I feel like out of all the houses, like the 12th house would represent like a high priestess, like in my opinion, because it is such a spiritual house. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more energy here. That wanted to fly out with extremeness. The Tower coming out on what people think. That is freaking interesting. Okay, we have to get more. We have Justice reverse. We have the 3 of Wands. Okay, so with the Tower coming out, the Tower comes in and will destroy everything you've ever known. It is the truth. It is the reality. It is shocking information. It is an electric bolt of lightning. And so it just feels like when you're walking to a room, there is a presence that is undeniable, even if you're trying to hide. Maybe you got like your t-shirt on, you don't have any makeup on, you're just trying to get some coffee. You are still noticed. Group number 3. I'm sorry if you kind of want to hide and go off the radar and go into the 12th house, but, and it almost does feel like she wants to hide, or she's closing her eyes, and maybe she doesn't want to be seen all the time. But guys, when you were this light, when you were being represented as Leo, the King of Wands, Cancer, you know, all of it, honestly, it feels like, I'm sorry, it's just, they're gonna stare, okay? They're not saying bad things or anything like that, but you do attract a lot of attention. King of Wands, he's charismatic, he's funny, he's confident, he's on top of his throne, he has good posture, he has sex appeal because it's fire energy. Fire energy is where we get hot, we get passionate. So it feels like you also have a radiance about you that is very sexy, it's very hot. And it also, like, you, even if you're not trying to be sexy or hot, it's just like a natural vibe you possess, but you are making others around you more, you know, wanting you. I have 18+ down below if you guys are interested. But we have Justice reverse. So why does it not feel fair to them when you're walking through a room? Okay, because when you're this good looking, it's not fair. You might have some jealous ones. Okay, I'm not sensing like, I don't know what's so interesting. 12th house, secret enemies. The 12th house rules your secret enemies, and so you could have some people like maybe they don't really wish you like harm or anything like that, and they're not necessarily like talking bad about you, but it just feels like it's not fair that you have it going on like the way you do. So the 3 of Wands, it kind of feels like you're a leader in what to do next. Okay, so you have a leader type of energy, especially too with the King of Wands. So we have the Moon. So we were already sensing the Moon. You will be guided through darkness. So it feels like you are a guiding light in people's lives. So you are very motherly and intuitive. Interesting. Fire. That's so funny because it's like Cancer is the Moon and then fire is Leo. So very cool. With fire, we were already sensing they feel fire. We were already sensing they feel hot, they feel sexual, they want you when you're stepping in and walking to a room. And also it kind of like feels like reckless action. Why is it so reckless? You could be a rebel, you could be a rule breaker, and it could also be like competition between others to get your attention. Aries energy, we all know, is straight up competition sometimes. So Aries can be quite competitive. We have your secrets are safe. And competition doesn't necessarily, like, it's not a bad thing. Like, in my opinion, you know, it could be if it gets out of hand, but like healthy competition could push you to states of potential you never knew you had. So it could feel like you could have a competitive nature about you, or it could just simply mean these other people are competing for your attention. Your secrets are safe. Where's my Scorpios at? Where are you guys hiding? Sun, Moon, or Rising, Venus, 10th house, some 8th house stuff going on. So it feels like a secretive energy as well. And it could be like you're a secret rebel, you're a secret freak in the sheets, or you have secret intuition that other people want to know about. We have water. Emotions are at their peak. So yeah, we have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So we definitely could be tapping into some water signs here. When you're walking into a room, their thinking gets emotional, okay? And with peak, it just also feels like it could be a little bit like intoxicating when you're this isn't 18 plus. I can't go there. Okay, let's get more energy. Okay, so we have cutesy and innocent. So you have this interesting mix of being cutesy and innocent and like looking very young, but you also have this other energy that about you that's also very sexy. Okay, so we have long eyelashes. So maybe some of you guys like to get your eyelashes done or wear fake eyelashes sometimes. Or it could also just mean like the eyelashes are pulling in like a gaze like from a long ways away. And you have this amazing ability to communicate and to talk with your eyes and to say things that you're not even saying, but they're coming out, okay, through the communication of your eyes. We have pouty lips. Okay, so people are noticing your lips when you are walking into the room. Then we have shorter or average height. So some of you guys could be shorter. I know that won't resonate with like every single person, but it could also just mean like for some reason you might look shorter than you are, okay? So, okay. And then we have beautiful hands on the bottom. So people also really notice your hands when they see you. Let's go ahead and get one more card to wrap it up. We have listening. Darkness does not always equate to evil. Light does not always bring good. That's very interesting. And you are that person that has a mix of both. You have fire, you have water, you have fiery energy of Leo and the watery energy of the moon. And it just feels like you are on another level, like where you are on this awareness that you know just because something is light doesn't mean it's good, and just because something is dark doesn't mean it's bad. And it really feels like too, like people actually want to listen to your words. They want to hear what you have to say. You have a very beautiful voice as well. and she's holding this book of wisdom, and she has really curly hair. So maybe some of you guys, when you get out of the shower, like your hair is like wet, like wet. Hell yeah, it's wet, but I mean it's like curly, like you might have natural curls, or maybe like to curl your hair sometimes. She's exuding confidence and knowledge, and she doesn't care that what other people are thinking, I feel like. And so I feel like you're walking into a room and you have this sexy radiance of not only being, you know, dark, but being light, and having this beautiful mix of both. Okay guys, I hope that connected with you. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a big thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I would love to have you here. I have 18+ down below if that's something you're into. There's a bunch of readings on there waiting for you, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye! Hello beautifuls, welcome to your reading. So I just gotta get comfortable. So if you would like to get comfortable as well, let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and release. Okay, if you want to relax your shoulders, relax your arms, relax your neck, and unclench your jaw, and just be open for this reading. So group number 4, I'm sensing some Libras or some Tauruses. It's very interesting. I don't know, sun, moon, or rising, maybe like 10th house, strong 7th house, some north node. I don't know. There's this really profound energy of like Venetian energy, very calm. Like I feel very relaxed around you and in your presence. So with 19 wishing, what I'm really sensing for this card is that it feels like, can we stay longer? Can we be around you longer? Wishing for more information, wishing to see you more. And it doesn't feel like it's earthy. It feels like you have an aura about you that is higher dimensional. Maybe you connect with, you know, fairy, angelic, mermaid, Pleiadian, you know, higher dimensional energy. It really feels like you are close to your higher self, your subconscious mind, like God, the universe. It's very profound. I'm really curious about what astrology is going to come out. Whoa, 44 master number. Okay, I was already enchanted by you. You are enchanting. People, there's Taurus. We did sense Taurus. Okay. And then we have Pisces. Whoa. Okay. I'm in love with your reading. Okay, let's get into it. 4th house. 4th house is our home. It's our upbringing. It's our mother, where hopefully a lot of people felt safe growing up. But everybody has a different 4th house. Everybody's went through different things in their upbringing. And even if you don't have planets there, you can look at your cusp and to find out more. And the 4th house represents mothers, right? So you have a very mothering energy, very protective energy. People feel safe in your presence. And this is the moon energy. Maybe some of you guys really like the moon. You connect with the moon. The moon is like your home, right? And so with the energy of 44 coming out, that is speaking to us so profoundly, what it's trying to say is that people think that you are a master soul. They can sense when you walk into a room that you are a powerful being. You are someone that needs to be listened to, okay? Also, sometimes with the 4th house could be secretive, because not everybody will go into your home. You may be curious about someone's home or their home life, but we may not always know that about someone. So I sense that people want to discover more about you and learn more about you. And then we have Taurus. Taurus is sensuals. Taurus smells good. Taurus tastes good. Taurus has the soft blankets. Taurus is what we have and what we feel about ourselves. And so, and it's a fixed sign, right? So it's strong. And so you have a very strong sensual presence when you're coming into the room that feels good. It feels so nice, and your physical beauty is something people notice right from the start. And this could definitely be very Venetian, right? With the plants and a little bit of the water. And with Pisces, Pisces are intuitive. Neptune is ruled by, or like Hollywood is ruled by Neptune, and it's celebrities. So it feels like you also have a celebrity type of presence when you are walking into the room. I feel like too, it could almost be like artsy. When we have Venus by Neptune, it could be like a very artistic person that you are, whether you're artistic in your way that you like to color or draw or dance, or you like to create, you know, doing tarot spreads. There's something very creative about you. We have Temperance. Look, and it's a master. I mean, it's a major arcana card coming out first. So you are a master soul. You have a master presence when you're walking into a room. We have the Three of Cups. Very beautiful, happy, harmonious card. We have the Ace of Swords. We're cutting through the BS. We are clear thinking. Clear, lightning fast. Intuition. Oh my gosh. Intuition. Amazing. Okay, so with Temperance, it's really a balancing act. Taking two ideas, taking two different informations, blending them together. There's a big emphasis here on water. So I definitely feel like we have some water signs up in here. And it really feels like you have this amazing presence to feel very like non-judgmental, and it feels like wherever you go, like you could just fully accept and like love people for who they are, and children are really drawn to you. Group number 4. Oh, I didn't even put that together. This is the 4th group and we got 44. That's a big energy of 4. And also with 4 is like the aura and the radiance of like making things happen. You add 4 and 4 together, that's 8. That's money, that's abundance. You guys have an abundant nature about you. Even if you're not rich, I feel like you're destined to be rich. I feel like you are destined for success. And with that energy too, it's karmic, right? And it feels like in this lifetime, maybe it feels like in your upbringing, there's a lot of energy here about your upbringing with the 4th house. And guys, maybe you didn't have, you know, the best upbringing, or maybe you've had difficult things happen. And guys, you deserve this. You deserve to be abundant, okay? You deserve to go from your 4th house of what we've, you know, our upbringing, our childhood, what we've went through, and make it all the way to the 10th house where we're shining the brightest, okay? So it really feels like you are meant to shine very bright, and you do shine very bright. 3 of Cups. Very joyful, very happy, very talkative, communicative, and nice to be around your presence. It feels like you're the type of person, if you guys, like you and your homies, like we're at a bar, you're the person that is going to get their drinks paid for, okay? Ace of Swords. I really love the Ace of Swords. It is like clear thinking, clear communication. There's no games, there's no lying. This is real. And next to the High Priestess, it feels like your intuition is on the money, and it just feels like you could cut through any BS and you just know things so deeply. And so with this Ace of Swords, and like when you're walking into a room, it just feels like there's this sharp energy. Like you have sharp features, you have sexy features, you have pronounced energy about you. With the High Priestess can be a little bit secretive, and we may not always know, you know, everybody has their own High Priestess. And so people want to figure you out. They want to know you. They want to be around you. And it kind of feels like when you leave, where did you go? So the people are thinking, when you walk into a room and you leave, where did you go? There's this big energy of wanting to keep tabs on you. Okay, let's get some more cards here. We have Serendipity. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. So it feels like when we bump into you, like it feels like meant to be. And you could have an energy here of you know, we see the butterflies, we see the angels type of energy. So you could also have a very angelic energy. There's the moon too. And then we have the serpent. A sly and subtle approach is needed. So with this card, I always feel like there's this natural sex appeal in the way you move, in the way you act. And it looks like a number 8, and we were already sensing the number 8. So there is this energy here of you are meant to succeed. You are meant to have power. There's green energy here. Green energy could also indicate some people that are possibly jealous of you. You could make people jealous even if you're not trying to at all. It's just, it could happen sometimes. We have the seer, follow your intuition. I feel like that was clarifying that yes, you do have some people that are jealous, but that's okay. Keep shining, keep doing you, and just shine even brighter. With follow your intuition and the high priestess, it is profound, the kind of intuition you have. And there's also something very sexy about her. She's showing some skin, but she's not showing that much skin. She has very long hair, curly hair, very sexy. She knows her worth, and she's not afraid to look in people's eyes. So you could have an energy about you where you are not afraid to look in people's eyes. We have imagination clouds your judgment. So very interesting. When we have all of these cards here of clear intuition, precise thinking, you are thinking correctly. And then when this card comes out, imagination clouds your judgment, what it's telling me is that a lot of people let their mind race. They let their thoughts go. They create things. They're thinking about you. There's almost like some people that are like almost like delusional or something, like thinking about you or creating stories. Or when you're walking to a room, they're thinking like, oh, like, you know, she looks like mom, or, you know, she looks like she works out. Or there's all these different energies that come out when you guys are walking into a room. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another one. We have traveling. Okay, so we could be tapping into some Sagittariuses too with traveling. It just feels like you're not from there. It feels like for some reason you're different. And it could even mean like you are traveling because you are on this higher dimensional plane, and she is so not from Earth, right? So it feels like you have this aura about you that you are not from Earth. Let's get some more energy here. We have looks like you do self-care. And we have Capricorn, so we could have Sun, Moon, or Rising, Venus, 10th house, something going on with Capricorn. There's something very clean about you. I feel like Capricorn energy, that's Saturn, and that is where we're strict, and that is restrictions, and that is the daddy of the zodiac, and that is when we have to have our stuff together. So it also feels like when you're walking to a room that you have your like life together, like you have your vibe together. And then we have men want to tame you. This is very interesting to me because Capricorn in the original tarot deck, the devil rules Capricorn, or Capricorn rules the devil or whatever you want to say. And that's the devil card is what we have. I want you. I have my hand out. Let me grab you. I have chains on you. You are not leaving me. And so it really feels like when you're walking into a room, men want to tame you. They want to have you. They want to capture you and to keep them for themselves. And it's also too like wifey material with the 4th house coming out twice. It feels like you have this grounded, nice energy where it feels good to be in your presence. But it's very interesting because you have this sexy approach with like a snake. Like, of course, like, you know, when there's a snake, you're probably gonna ask maybe a guy, like, there's a snake, like, there's a rattlesnake. I'm probably gonna ask my dad, like, hey dad, like, I'm freaking out. And you know, and you like, he needs to tame the snake. And so it just feels like, oh my gosh, it just feels like men want to tame you. They want to take you, they want to grab you, they want to capture you, because there's this element here of you being such an intuitive, sexy being that is a master soul, that is an intuitive being of master energy number, that is destined for success, the energy of 8, true abundance, someone that doesn't look like everybody else, someone that looks higher dimensional, different, from a different plane, maybe different skin color than others around you, different vibe, different hair. And so they want to tame this because it's not something that you can get all the time. You want it that much more. So let's go ahead and get one more card to wrap it up, group number 4. Okay, so we have High Priestess of Earth. So, and that is ruled by number 3. The energy of 3 is the most creative number. It's such a creative force, and it's also, the number 3 is very communicative, and 3 is ruled by the Empress. So there's a strong energy of you looking and being like an Empress. And we have the High Priestess twice here. So your intuition is on the money. Your intuition is off the charts. Maybe if you guys ever wanted to read tarot or to go on YouTube, this should be your sign. Guys, I truly feel like you have a gift. Okay, that's just for some. But with the High Priestess of Earth, it also feels like you have a connection with the earth, and it feels really good to be in your presence. It feels very nice. It feels very comforting. And men want to tame you though, because you have a motherly, soft, nurturing energy, but you also have a sexy energy that they want to take and they want to tame and they want to have it for themselves. Okay, you guys, I hope that connected with you. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing. I would love so much to have you here again and on my 18+ on Patreon down below. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye.